I'm going to roll.
Okay. And we're back. All right. Last time you guys fought some droids, and it was spectacular and potentially not the most accurate of battles. That's what they'll say in the history books.
Yeah.
Stee killed 2 droids, even though everyone was just supposed to kill 1. Brand didn't get to kill hers. Lauren gave you guys the spacesuits because you guys have to both put a beacon on planet and in space, in orbit, which none of you seemed excited about at all. You guys found out you're getting more money, and he had a private conversation with Bran and Bestroof about their unusual abilities. And yes, so you guys are Funfu and Stee went down to the merchant district, and they went and got some new weapons. So what new weapons did you guys get?
So Steve picked up some shot gloves and a vibro knife. He actually traded in the combat knife he started the journey with, and the 2 light blasters that he picked up along the way as a 1-for-1 trade for the fancy new stuff.
I got a DLT-20A heavy blaster pistol.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beep boop. I am a robot and reading this thing.
It does 10 damage.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we did that off screen, if you will. You guys went ahead and took care of that because no one wants to hear you. I mean, I'm sure people do want to hear you guys shot because people do like that, but I didn't want to hear you guys shot for guns.
Didn't want to make another merchant character
no.
one off.
What, you don't have another name just ready?
I mean, I always have names.
What's this kid's name?
What kid name?
The merchant.
Chin.
The
guy's
unnamed
kid's
merchant.
Name. Yeah.
Well, no, we didn't meet him.
Exactly.
We didn't meet him,
Exactly.
so it's different. It's a totally different. Maybe we'll meet him someday. So you guys have met back up with Bran and Bestroof, who met you guys down at the ship. You guys are back at the docks, and you see some flight crew people loading in several crates that are the both the hyperspace beacons and the compact satellites into your cargo hold. I would say it's probably about the cargo hold is about half full. Like it's about 50 crates in total. Like the hyperspace beacons, the ones you actually put on planet, like I said before, they're kind of like a lightning rod kind of thing. So those ones fit mostly in
Like collapse down and stuff.
yeah, they're
So
mostly
easy
in
to
like
move.
1 or 2 boxes or whatever. Each satellite has like its own box, and so that's why it's taking up quite a bit of room. And they finished strapping it down, and the lead guy is kind of comes up to you guys and is just like, hey, we finished loading all the crates for you guys. You guys are good.
Thanks. Have you seen Darpeen?
He's like, I don't mess with the dock people. I'm just a loader.
All right, no worries.
Shall we?
Yes, let's.
Why did you need to see Darpeen?
Didn't we run into some issues?
Oh,
with
yeah, we did.
Yeah, he said he'd handle it.
We what?
When
Don't
you
worry about it, little one. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna like.
You were really
hoist
high.
up
You
my
don't
heavy
remember.
gun. Oh
Are you still really high? I can't remember.
No, she's
No,
she's come down.
She's a doctor now.
yes,
Yes.
I am Doctor.
She has something to live
dignified.
for besides drugs.
As she
Yeah.
flaunts her coat.
My new white coat.
She's riding that high of surgery and spice.
yes.
And everything nice. Okay, so you guys need, because I'm pretty sure you already forgot. You guys need to talk to the Prime Minister.
Yeah, because we
That's
got to
your-
get the thing.
You got to get this, but you got to get Denon under control on the hyperspace. So
The hot guy.
the hot guy.
Yeah, the one who wanted to come on the ship or like on the thing, and he was like, "You're too important. You can't go."
No, what? What are you talking about? Maybe M is hot.
She's writing her own fanfic on the side. And it
Wait,
just-
he's the prince.
No.
no,
that
we're going
someone
to
else?
see the prince. This is just
okay.
the regular. This is Soddle Waddle, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we got to go see Salsa Man. Salsa Wassle.
All right.
Waddle waddle.
Soft waffle.
And he waddled away.
Soft waffle.
We gotta go
Ew.
see.
Okay. All right. let's
Brand
go.
did say that in character, by the way.
We gotta go see soft waffle.
Steve's
I
gonna
think that's the
bust
name
out
of our
at that.
episode.
Yeah.
Soft waffle.
Soft waffle.
All right.
All right, let's go. We gotta go see the man about a beacon.
Let's
No,
do it.
They just loaded the beacons.
No, there's already one
He
here.
has to approve.
We gotta
Yeah,
make sure we're good.
They loaded a bunch of those.
We got-
All right, whatever. Let's go. We go.
Okay, so you guys leave the dock area and you guys head up to back kind of like top side, but instead of going to like where you went for the embassy, you guys are kind of going into like deeper into the political district, and you find like a particularly probably the highest building in the biggest high rise in the center, and you can see that there's various people milling about outside. There seems to be some sort of protest going on, and there are also some like digital posters hanging, and some are like spinning and rotating, like showing that like Salawaddle is running for re-election and he wants your vote. I don't know, some catchy catchphrase of
He's human, right?
yes,
Did we
he is a
establish
human.
that?
He's a
Okay.
human guy, human male.
You think the protest is like they don't like him?
I don't know. Maybe
Oh, just kidding.
maybe
What
you
do I
should.
hear?
Can I read the signs that they're holding?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like they're in various languages, but the ones that you can read, either in basic or in the languages that you know, say stuff about like the taxes are too high, Salawaddle's corrupt. There are numerous signs saying that they would rather have Traken in control. And there are lots of pro-Traken signs, and most of the chanting is just saying like out Salawaddle, like
Dude.
over and over.
Do they call the supporters of Traken protractors?
Oh.
No.
They don't want to spin an angle on it?
That has got to be like your
no.
eighth strike.
I'm making
no.
sallies now.
Why not?
Because why would they do
All right, fine.
No, they don't. That's so bad.
Whatever.
So there's the small protest going on there. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say it's small. It's probably around like 50 to 60 people of different races and different Aryans and things like that. But they are being like the police force is kind of maintaining like a light barrier, I think, between them and the building. It's like it's respectful enough that like they're able to protest, but they're not like in the lobby of the building.
Right.
Steve, you recognize that it's obviously the police force because you saw them down in the lower levels investigating a old man's death. Just let that. Okay.
Just let that sink in there.
Yeah.
Oh, the one
Yeah,
that
I
Fumfu.
An
Yeah, that
old
one.
man's death.
Okay, look.
He looked like he was foaming at the mouth when I walked by.
He probably died happy.
Yeah, sure. You should go down there. And
I'm a doctor. I know how.
You're a
he
doctor.
died.
You should go taxiderm him.
I know how he died.
You should go taxiderm him because that's
That
what
was his job.
that was his dream. That was his
Really?
dream was
The
to be taxidermed.
circle. Yeah, he totally. You remember he said he hoped,
Maybe
especially
if
his
I
penis.
catch whiff of that happening, I'll assist him.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are in this plaza in front of the building. You see the protest, and there's some random people coming in and out, professional-looking people.
Steve's gonna sort of try and break the picket line. Go, what do we want? More money. When do we want it? More money. And just sort of.
Some people start chanting that, even though, and other people are like, "But that's not the issue," and like they start arguing amongst themselves. But then you still hear stuff about wanting Salawaddle out, and then people wanting more money. Some guy brings down his sign and writes "taxes too high," and then writes underneath "money too low," sad face, and puts his thing back up.
That's so stupid.
Good. So I've broken the picket line and I'm going inside.
Okay, I'm gonna follow.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
lost in the crowd.
Oh shit, we forgot the blind one.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a protest.
No,
I think at
no.
this point I've gotten kicked down.
Okay, yeah,
I can't get up.
You have been knocked down by the ever-increasing animosity of the protest.
Help!
I'm gonna double
What?
back.
What do we want? What money?
We're down one, guys, and Brand's gonna split off and go back to find Mistroof.
You find Bistroof being straddled. Not like that. But
Always getting straddled.
like, I just mean someone is
Excellent.
someone is straddling him, and they're like doing their sign up and down. But every time they bring their sign down, it's like a
clunking
long
him.
pole, and the long pole is like hitting Bistroof like right in the forehead.
You okay down there, bud?
No.
You need a hand? Okay. I kind of shove the person
Whoa.
off and help Bistroof up.
Oh, God, thank you.
Yeah, no worries, dude. Let's go.
All right, I'll follow.
I'm gonna like lead him.
Okay, so you
Back to
guys make it to the door where there is a man in a or no, I'm not gonna make a man. It's a Rhodian. It's a Rhodian in a crisp suit.
Ooh.
He's got.
Is it denim?
No, it's just it's nice
not a
jet
full
black.
denim suit.
It's jet black, but and he's got like blue skin. And he's kind of stands at the door. He's kind of standing. He's got even like Rhodian like sunglasses on.
He's got like the Men in Black look.
yeah,
kind
of thing. And then he just kind of like with no expression on his weird like I don't know. They kind of have like bird faces a little. Not really, but I don't know. It's like not bird faces.
Like a duck,
but
like a
they have a weird like
flat-
blue, like almost like when Morty makes that little face where he's got like little duck lip things, like kind of like that. And he's completely expressionless, and he just holds up a hand. He's like, no. Like to you guys, like in a clear stop manner. No.
I'm gonna flash
Yes?
my Dr. Fumfu name tag and say, "I'm a doctor. Let me in."
No.
They need me in there. I need to go in there.
He like listens to his earpiece for a second. He's like, yeah, no, we got doctors on site.
I'm the
Coleslaw's not expecting us.
He's like, I have no idea who you're speaking of.
Coleslaw Waddle.
He's like, Prime Minister Salawaddle, he is within, yes, but you are not on the list.
What? Yeah, we are. We're
How do you know? You don't even know my name.
He looks at all of you, like you can tell he like looks at all of you, and he's like, even though he's got the sunglasses, he kind of turns his head. He's like, yeah, I can just tell you guys are not on the list.
I would like to use influence.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I would like to use that to talk our way in.
okay.
What shall I roll?
You're a force die.
This one.
while he's doing that. Can I like put off some like we're telling the truth vibes that we need to get in there?
Yeah.
It's too black.
All right. So if you want to use, you'll have to use the light side point.
Oh wait, don't I get to roll twice?
Yeah, actually you do. Yeah, because you were rating his too.
It is one dark.
Okay, so you can use the light side point and gain a point of conflict.
Or I can try, because I also have influence.
I'm gonna let her.
Or
All
I can tell him our names
All right.
and have him check the list.
Yeah, you do that first.
I'm going to tell the Rhodian our names and
Okay.
have him check the list, please.
He like talks into his wrist, but he talks in like Rhodian language,
Which
And,
sounds
uh,
like
Should have seen this coming.
Yeah, it sounds like what he sounds like in New Hope, like so low. It's very like me. It's very high pitched, I guess. It's kind of they have like a very like high
Tinny,
tenory
yeah.
voice, yeah, or whatever. He does that, and then he puts his hands down, clasps his hands in front of him. And he's like, "All right, so I've been made aware that you are expected, but and he looks at all of you and he's like, but you all don't look you don't quite look professional enough to really gain full entrance.
I'm going to strike a very fashionable pose in my denim poncho. Just be like, you don't like denim?
Yeah, I'm not here to comment on my whether or not I
This is
participate
my
in fashion.
professional denim poncho.
Do you know like where we can get some better looking clothes then?
That's really not my problem.
How dare
Well,
you
you
say
said
we don't look professional?
we don't have time for this,
This is
guys.
a doctor in
Yeah, I'm
her
a
doctor's uniform.
Look at it. I'm gonna open.
You
it.
don't know my profession.
You're gonna open your coat, like, hey,
Flashing
all
fun
right,
fu.
all right. I'm gonna turn around at that point and just be like, fuck it.
While they're doing that, I am going to use influence
Okay.
to say we're dressed perfectly fine and we are on the list, so we are coming inside.
okay, let's see what you got.
That's a dark.
All right, so if you're
Yeah.
gonna burn one.
Yeah. Which one is that?
No, so you
Oh,
just
contact,
write. Yeah, you just write it down,
Wow.
and so you're using a light side point to do that. So do you do anything like hand motioning or anything, or you just like make?
No, just like
Unnerving
super
eye
steady,
contact?
Yeah, super
Okay.
steady eye contact.
He kind of like goes real still. Like, I mean, it was already very still because he's very professional, kind
Yeah.
of guard guy. But he goes like unnaturally still, and you do that. And I would say probably Bestruve probably picks up on that you like something just happened.
Doing
like
the thing.
something just kind of like emanated from you, and like this guy's whole like vibe changed. And then he kind of like shakes himself a little bit. He's like, you know what, you guys are dressed fine enough. You're good. Don't cause a scene, and otherwise I'm gonna have to deal with you. So and he steps to the side, and he opens the door, and he's like, see the receptionist.
Thank you.
As he walks in, he's going to do the two eyes to his eyes, to the two eyes of the Rhodian's eyes, and then back again.
You are not sure if he got that because of his sunglasses, he may be looking somewhere totally different.
That's fine.
He might be checking somebody out. I don't know.
It
Me?
made Steve feel better.
Checking me out.
Checking out that doctor's coat.
And what's under it.
Oh,
You did flash him.
I guess you are a girl, so
Maybe there's nothing there.
guess Fum Fu's got bits or something.
She's got some lady bits.
Can we go inside?
Jesus.
Like, they're voluptuous.
Wow, this is changing my mental picture of Fum Fu
Fu's
all of a
fucking
sudden.
thick.
I was thinking of Fum Fu's like this, like petite, like small, like I don't
Cute
know.
little-
Are you a boy or a girl? Since we've literally made everyone like question her gender, and then now you're like she's voluptuous, and now I'm like now all those people are idiots. She's just got tango biddies.
That is a Star Wars name if I've ever fucking heard one.
Tango biddy.
God, can I rename my character?
It's a pilot. Tango biddies.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So you guys enter. This place is way like, despite what's going on outside, inside super chaotic. It is like full on like campaign re-election down here, and this is where it's all going down. So there are people shouting into different holophone kind of things, and people like saying, we've got money from this district. People, talking about different, things they need to lobby and stuff like that, and like appearances that they need to book and stuff like that. So it's insanely chaotic on the left and right sides of you, but you do see like a receptionist who's just like behind the desk, and she's just kind of like typing away at the computer. Around behind her desk is an elevator.
I thought you were going to say elephant.
Are you going
Yep.
to climb it again?
Yes.
So it's a very chaotic, loud scene in here.
I'll go up to the receptionist.
Okay. She's got big curly hair, and she is a Wookiee, big curly haired Wookiee. Think like
I love that look.
Like a poodle?
like a permed
Like
Wookiee.
all over?
Or just on the
Yeah,
head.
like all over.
Yes.
Like all
my
over. But she does have like a dress on. Because she's got to be, can't just.
Be naked.
Yeah, and Chewbacca just let it all hang out, but
Okay.
yeah.
Hello, I'm Dr. Fum Fu. What floor is the gut
Prime Minister.
mayor?
The
Prime Minister.
The
I was gonna say governor. What is it? The Prime Minister. What level elevator is he on?
Level 5.
The turbo elevator. She is smacking away at some sort of gum-like substance. She's just like, Prime Minister, yeah. You said doctor?
Yeah, we're here to see him. Where is he?
He's in his office.
That's
Okay,
not how
what-
Wookiees sound.
She knows basic. She's a basic Wookiee.
Oh, is that a long joke?
No, no. Wait, there are Wookiees that know basic.
All
That's
right.
that's not.
So,
It's not possible.
but like where?
I was not gonna Wookiee howl for you guys. That would be the worst.
That's happening later.
Oh,
Yikes.
all right. So where is his office located?
And she kind of looks at you like that for a comparison. She's like, you don't know?
I've never been here.
He's at the top.
Okay.
She blows a bubble.
I'm gonna go into the elevator.
There's a lot of sass. Like I know no one can see the amount of sass that Craig just threw across the room, but it was a metric fuck ton of sass.
She's like, I'll let him know you're up.
Thank you. I'm just gonna shout over Fum Fu and head towards the elevator.
No respect.
No respect for the coat.
Steve's gonna do the 2 fingers to his eyes, 2 fingers to the Wookiee, 2 fingers to his eyes again.
She's going to give you like a little flitting wave.
Oh,
Steve's gonna wink and then keep going.
Wait, are you wearing your helmet? Does she know?
She can't tell at all.
There's like a little digital wink, like emoticon, like
It's like Zero from
yes.
Borderlands.
All right. So,
Do you guys leave Bistroof again?
no.
Bestie, get on the
Come on.
elevator.
I'm gonna turn to the left and walk.
No, your other left.
Oh, okay, got it.
Is he dumb or something?
No,
Very-
he's blind.
Hey, what'd you say?
I said, are you dumb, sweetie?
Do I
Very,
look?
yes.
You,
Uh-huh.
God damn.
You guys would make a great couple. So, Bestie, this way. Come on.
All right, I will join.
All right, so you guys get up in the elevator. You go up hundreds and hundreds of floors, and you open up into a great big golden office. It's got all kinds of like plush furniture and cool art from different places of the galaxy.
I'm going to immediately lean
that-
over. What?
Oh, okay,
What?
sure, it's fine.
Upon seeing the decadence of this area,
Yes.
I'm going to look directly at Stee and say, "Do not touch anything."
You tell me when. Hey, everybody. I just want to thank you guys for listening to this newest episode of Down the Tabletop. We have changed our release day to Tuesdays. So now you'll be seeing our new episodes on Tuesdays through Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and on our shadow upload through our YouTube channel. Please follow us on those different platforms. You can also check out our Facebook and Instagram pages where we sometimes have contests for our listeners. So be sure to check that out. I want to take a quick moment. So our own M. Harris, who plays Fum Fu, she makes these awesome mugs called Grunt Mugs, and she that's kind of like her side hustle. And so she has a website. It's www.mharrisceramics.com, which can take you to her website. And but you can also go to her Instagram, where you can see lots of pictures of the different ones that she has and does. She has Etsy, but she would prefer you probably contact her through Instagram. But you can check out Etsy just to see some other designs. It's super cool. We're super proud of her and what she does. They're awesome, and we want to use our platform to promote her and her stuff. Once again, thank you guys for listening, and we'll let you get back to the episode. Stay.
Oh, yeah. No. It's cool.
By that I mean steal. Do not steal anything.
I'm cool, man.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
You hear a and you see like 2 other Rhodians who are standing on either side of the elevator who look exactly like the one downstairs, except they're like green and the other one's orange, and they just look very official, and like one like obviously clearly heard you're like, don't steal anything, like, and they're just
That's
like,
fine.
hey guys, we're here.
Steve's still going to immediately look around for anything that's not nailed down.
I mean, there's lots of things. There's cool plaques of awards. There's stuff about Salawatl like all over the place. Like,
Does he have like posters of himself all over his
he
shit?
has paintings of
Oh,
himself. He's
yeah, one
painting
of
of himself
those.
like dedicating certain buildings, and
Okay.
like one of him holding like several of the planet's like babies in his arms, and underneath it says
How many
like,
arms does he have?
he's got 2. He's a man. He's just like
babies.
he's just got all kinds of different. He's just, I don't know, a gaggle of babies. And it says like something like underneath is like a plaque about him like dedicating like an orphanage and blah
Okay.
blah blah. There's lots of stuff in here is about him. So there's
Yeah.
like little statuettes. There's a miniaturized like version of the plaza, which has like he has a statue outside. There's a main statue of him, but everything's got this like golden tint to it. Like if it's not made of some sort of gold metallics like substance, it's like painted that or something. Aside from the paintings, which are actually painted like paintings or whatever. And you see that there's like a woman in front of the desk where he is clearly sitting. He is a portly man.
Okay.
He's kind of short and little chub. And he's
Is he
got
sweaty?
No, he's not sweaty.
Okay.
But he's wearing like kind of like flowy, goldeny robes. Like they're kind of like
All right.
change in different like colors and hues of
Yeah.
gold. But he's got like that kind of like receding hairline where like he should just give up at this point, but he doesn't. He won't. He's they're having a very passionate conversation. You just kind of catch the tail end where the woman is just like, you have to realize that if you don't do something, you're going to lose this election. You're going to lose. You will not be prime minister. You're going to lose. And I'll be fine. I always come out on top in the end. It'll be all right.
So Steve's gonna pipe up and go, we came to see the prime minister. Are we in the right place?
He kind of like motions her aside, and she is a woman who's got kind of like these like tribal like markings on her face. She's like humanoid, but you could tell that they're like not like the Zabrak.
Not
It's kind
like
of
tattoos,
different.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not like tattoos. It's kind of like it's kind of part of their makeup or their design. She's got like slicked back, short black hair. And she looks at you guys like with like a ferocious tenacity, like kind of like, who in the hell are you? He kind of he stands up, and his stand up height is not that different from his sitting down height, but he's like, and he does his arms out wide. He's like, oh yes, you're all from the embassy, I see. Yes, Leanne, we will discuss this later. I'm not worried. In fact, I think the winds of change are beginning to blow. She kind of huffs off, and she walks past you guys, and she fucking like hip checks Fum Fu by the elevator, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Steve's gonna do the 2 fingers to his eyes, 2 fingers to her, 2 fingers to his eyes again.
She
has to see this.
Yes.
There's no way.
She does not ignore it, but as she gets to the elevator and the doors are beginning to shut,
I wanna step on her shoe.
She does the eye rub that looks like she's flipping you off kind of thing, and she like and then kind of like flicks it away, and then the doors close.
Well, right before they close, can I like pop my Dr. Coat collar?
At her.
Yeah.
Just like boom.
Like you're the Fonz, but with a doctor's coat.
I'm a doctor.
You are a doctor. All right. Yes, she clearly got that you think you're a doctor.
No, I am a doctor.
All right. So he's like, come and sit. Come closer.
All right.
All right. I guess
Go
you-
and sit.
Steve's going to stand.
Okay.
I'm gonna shake his hand.
Okay.
Dr. Fum Fu.
He's like, oh yes, and he does the like political like clasps your hand with both hands and kind of gives you a firm like 3 shake. He's like, oh yes, doctor, it's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm gonna shake his hand too. If I could.
He does the same thing to you, but he lingers in like a creepy way. In like a creepy way. He's
Brand's
like,
going to smile toothily and like sneakily wipe her hands like on her side.
do you introduce yourself or you just stick out your hand?
No, I introduce myself. I say, "Hey, I'm Bran."
He's like, it's excellent to meet you, and you fine gentlemen, who are you?
Steve's gonna walk up and stick his hand out for a handshake.
He doesn't shake your hand. He just kind of like nods and is like, yes, it's excellent to meet you. I've had great dealings with your people, the ganks.
Gonna introduce myself as Steve the Fifth and keep my hand out.
He turns to Mr. He's like, and you, sir?
I'm Bestie, and I'll hold my hand out in the wrong direction.
Can he like knock something over?
Yes, he knocks a lamp over and it breaks.
I try to catch it.
Yeah, he was like, oh god, whatever, but it breaks. And
Overcompensate.
he's like, well, that was expensive, but it's all right. I could have another unique lamp made from a priceless ore from
And I'll come. I'm sorry, sir. I can't see, so.
I'm well aware of that currently.
Oh, okay.
It is he pats you on the shoulder. He's like, it's wonderful to meet you, my boy. And he sits back down and he's like, all right, so O'Laurin made me aware of this potential arrangement. You all want to connect Denon to this hyperspace thing.
Yes.
So I am amicable to this potential increase of traffic and prosperity to Denon and its people. I just have a few. Well, I'm wondering if perhaps you scratch my back and I'll rub yours.
Oh, that's an interesting way to put that colloquialism. And Bran's going to kind of like hunker down and basically say, well, what we're doing for you is increasing tourism, which is obviously going to be economically beneficial for you. Also, you'll be a part of this unique network that, will put more people here and increase, everything for you guys. So, I mean, it's a win-win for you. Super easy. And we take care of all the installation and everything. There's like no down payment. There's just a monthly subscription fee of $15. But you don't have to worry about that because you're going to be rolling in it, bud.
And yes, I understand this. All the finer details. That's easy. No, what I was thinking of is if, I don't know if you saw the hullabaloo downstairs, but it is election season, and I am looking to potentially continue my reign as prime minister.
Oh, don't worry, you've got our votes
yeah, we're gonna
already.
vote for
Yeah,
you.
It's a shakedown. He wants us to help him so that he'll let us put stuff on his building.
Well,
That's what it is.
I wouldn't.
Just what do you need?
I wouldn't necessarily say.
Don't
that.
mince words. What do we need to do for you?
Perhaps you could politely convince my political rival to maybe just not run for prime minister.
So run off the end of a very
I could
tall
tell him that
building.
he's dying.
No, nothing quite so gruesome and uncouth.
Well,
so like a scandal, maybe.
No. Well, perhaps.
what if he gets diagnosed with germy bug cancer?
Oogie boogie cancer.
Nasty sickness.
The grossest of.
Is he a
oogie
bug?
boogie cancer.
Is he a bug that gets bug cancer?
What I could diagnose
Honestly,
him.
I'm gonna.
So for everybody at home that can't see this, our DM Greg literally just about fell out of his chair. I think he's having a tough time breathing because of how hard he's laughing.
It was just like the absolute sincere, like, this is my idea, like germy bug cancer.
Well, yeah.
He blinks very slowly a few times. He's like, no, I don't want to cause him any physical harm.
That might get him a
because-
sympathy vote anyway.
Yes, and if anything gets traced back to me that could perhaps endanger my political points, if you will, that's not something. I'm just wondering if perhaps you could just convince him that being prime minister is just not something he wants to do. Kind of.
So what are the negative points of being prime minister?
The negative points of being prime minister include you have to, look.
You have a lot of money.
You have to look a certain way. You have to maintain appearances, and
I'm gonna like kind of scan him up and down and be like,
you have to, sign various bills into laws that are usually.
Hurts your wrist. Got it.
Well, sometimes the laws are just very boring and they don't help the people, the right people. You have to be, and he's just kind of like very. You can tell he's being facetious, but he thinks you're buying it. He's like, you have to be in this office, and you have to be on high, and it's just very. People look up to you, and people want
Yeah,
you
that
to
sounds
make
like a lot.
decisions.
That
I mean,
sounds tough.
if it's such a hassle, why are you running for re-election?
Well, that's what I've always done. I am.
A martyr.
I'm a
I
prime
understand.
minister, and
I understand.
this is my sword, and I will fall upon it.
It makes
Sir,
sense. You seem like you should fall on a sword.
I know exactly what we need to do.
And what would you suggest, Doctor?
Well, I don't think you should know that way in case it gets traced back. You really
I
won't have any idea.
I actually think that is an excellent point.
I'll handle it. I promise.
Wonderful, beautiful. So are we in agreement as a group, as a team here that will
Yep.
get V tracking to stop being running in the race, and I will allow you to place this beacon on the planet and in orbit, and we will be connected to your corridor.
Got it. I'm gonna shake his hand.
Be happy to help. What's your first name?
My first name?
Yes, Mr. Salawado.
Is it Cole?
Colton?
No.
What is it?
It's
Kyle.
it's one name. It's
Soddle?
Salawado. That's
Do you need
Huddle.
Wait,
my
like-
name.
what's your first name? Sal.
Salawado.
What's your last name?
I don't have one. I'm Prime
Waddle?
Minister Salawado.
Wait,
Oh, so that's
So your
like
first name is Prime
Prime?
Minister. Got it.
No, my first name's not. I wasn't born, and they said,
your
his name is
last name?
Prime. But I don't have a last name. It's just
what
my.
was your dad's last name?
Fumfu, what's your last name?
Fumfu.
What's your first name?
Wait,
No, your
I
last
thought
name
you-
is Nesh.
I thought your first
Oh
name
wait,
was.
yeah. I mean, my last name's Nesh. Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Nesh, but you can call me Dr. Fumfu because it's longer.
It sounds more official. He's like, I come from a line where we just have single names. My father was.
What was his name?
But you're a human.
Yes, but we all have different cultures.
I get it. My name is Stee. I get it. I only.
So how do
Stee.
we-
And that is tragic.
So how do we get a meeting with Trackin? Trackin.
His first name. He has two names.
Oh, do tell.
His first name is V.
V.
VI,
Okay.
and then Trackin.
V Trackin.
So like 6?
Yes.
It's a clue.
I'm a 5th, so he's a 6.
He's
yep,
better than you.
He's
You take that back. Bestie.
So,
The numbers
Mr.
don't lie.
Mr. Waddle, how do we
I'll stab you.
arrange a meeting with this V?
well.
Could you say that you want to meet with him and then we meet with him, or like how?
I know that he frequents a certain establishment quite frequently.
Is it a bar?
It is a bar.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I love that. Liking you more and more, Soddle Waddle.
He has less of a bodyguard presence when he's in this establishment, and I believe you'll find him particularly in a vulnerable state.
I got this, guys.
All right.
I'm afraid. He slides you the address of the bar on a piece of paper, and he's like, "Please burn that after you've arrived at your destination."
Okay. Thank you.
So Steve's gonna stick his hand out again.
He's gonna do that, like, when Obama or whoever tried to high five someone and someone just turned it like into a fist. He's just going to like clasp the outside of your hand and turn your hand into a fist, and he's just gonna like hold your fist. And he'd be like, "Everyone, bring it in. We'll seal this pact with a good old fashioned
Shots?
hand thing."
Okay. Bran hesitantly puts her hand, but as far away from his as possible.
So on Steve's wrist.
Yeah, I'm just kind of hover handing the whole
Okay.
situation.
He looks at Dr. Fumfu.
I'll put my hand in.
Okay. And
I grab Bestruv's hand and throw it in there.
Oh, it's so clammy.
I'm nervous when I talk to strangers.
he's like, "All right, on the count of 3, we'll all say, go Salawado."
All right. 1,
1,
2,
2, 3.
go.
Salawado.
Yeah.
Coleslaw.
That was awful
After
audio.
that, Bran's just going to walk to the elevator.
Okay, he's like, "All right, I will eagerly be awaiting your return. Just let the receptionist downstairs know."
What's her
that,
name?
Her name is Lulu.
Lulu.
And
All right, we will chat with Lulu. Thank you so much for your time today,
All right,
Mr.
good-
Prime.
Good. No.
And I press the elevator button.
We'll see.
as the elevator doors are closing, Steve's gonna do 2 eyes to him and then back to Steve again.
He just stares at you blankly and blinks slowly. Did you? I
the
assume you
doors
guys
close.
pulled Best Roof into.
No,
Yes.
we left him there.
I'm still holding his hand.
I'm gonna like stick my hand in the door and to stop the elevator and be like, we can't keep doing this. I'm gonna run over and grab him and throw him in the elevator.
Because he didn't make a leash for him or something.
We need one of the toddler leashes on Bistro.
It's like instead of a monkey, it's like a little Wookiee on his back.
But he's like a fully grown man. It'd have to be so big.
People will be like, "Oh, look, they brought their special friend out."
No, we just tie something to his belt.
I like
It
it.
could be like my experiments.
No.
All right, we're all in the elevator.
All right, you guys go back downstairs. You open back up into the campaign central. You're right by the receptionist desk, where Lulu is still typing away.
Before we talk to Lulu, I'm gonna kind of like motion, like huddle up, rally.
Yes.
All right, guys. So we've met we met the prime minister, but there could potentially be another prime minister. So how do we want to spin this?
I'm gonna.
Which one do you think's going to win the election?
That's my problem, man. I don't know the other guy yet, but I'm
Well,
saying
so far, based off what we heard
Yeah.
upstairs, I think the other one might win the election.
So do we really want to like take? And she's going to do like finger quotes and be like, do we
Hey,
want
I
to
don't
take
think-
care of the competition, or
think-
do we want the competition to just win?
I don't think this is the best place to have this conversation.
Oh my God, you're so right.
And I'm going to sort of motion around to literally everyone that's probably staring at us.
And Brand's
having
gonna
this
like kind of
conversation.
smack herself in the forehead and be like, I always do this.
Well, I think if you guys huddled up, like
Yeah, if
it's
we're
like,
huddled up, we
it's
should-
loud enough in there right now that
it's
like
kind of like
I would say any longer, like people would be like, "Why is that group of people huddling?" or whatever.
So we're gonna go to the
obviously
bar?
the person like Lulu would probably be the first person to notice, but
all right.
not
So
yet.
we are gonna go to the bar to check this out.
Yes.
No hard calls yet. Cool.
As we walk past Lulu, I'm gonna stomp on her foot.
What? She's not the one that mean mugged you.
Yeah, no, this is the Wookiee.
This is the Wookiee, the
Never mind.
reception. No, you already.
Whoops. Whoops.
You step on Lulu, you stomp on Lulu's foot.
Oh, sorry.
And she just stops. She doesn't move. She just stops. Then you just see like the biggest bubble get blown, and it's just like. And she stands up, and she's easily like 4 times the size of Fu, and she's like,
I want to smack that gum out of her mouth.
Oh my God.
So CE is going to distance himself from this because he sees what's coming.
I'm just gonna shout at Lulu. Hey, Swaddle Waddle said that we're good. We'll be back later. Bye, and leave.
"Did you take?"
Did either one of us take Mr.
No, Bestie is on his own.
The Stroof and Fu are standing
He
there.
will learn.
She's like,
It's very unprofessional, and I'm gonna do a hair flip and walk away.
Do you have hair?
Do you have hair?
Well, okay.
A head flip.
I don't know.
A coat flip with your cool coat.
you know,
Flip your nose.
like a flourish
Flip
as
your
you
nose
turn,
out.
like a
Yeah.
or whatever. And she just like stares at you as you walk away, still smacking, and she's like, "Yeah, you better keep walking. You better keep walking." And she looks at Bestroof, who's still standing there.
Oh no.
Mr.
she-
Come on.
Okay.
You better tell your friend to watch who she messes with.
And
Flicker off.
who is she messing with?
She steps out from behind the desk and like comes like right up to you, and like your nose is like at where her stomach would be, and you just hear the voice from above, or you hear the smacking still from above quite a bit, and she's like, somebody who will tear her arms off and use them as a back scratcher.
I'm sorry. Why are we being so hostile right now?
Mr. Come on.
What's happening?
She puts her hands on your shoulders, and you feel like a very like mighty grip holding you in place firmly, even if you wanted to move. And she goes, "Your little friend stomped on my foot."
For no
on
reason.
purpose?
Yes,
How do you know?
my foot hurts, and her foot stomped on me.
I mean, it could
Then
have been
she
an
called
accident.
me, and you feel like her like Wookiee claws digging a little bit, and she called me
Ow.
unprofessional.
I mean, were you being unprofessional?
She lifts you up. So you're dangling. She
I
goes,
would like to use influence.
okay.
Influence the secretary that shouldn't be
It's
mad
a white.
at us anyway.
All right, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to influence her that it was not on purpose. That she stomped on her foot, and we're not trying to be hostile.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were someone else.
All right, so tell me, like, do you just do that mentally, or like, is there something you say or something you do? Do you, finger wave? What do
Calm
you-
down.
Do you look
just
her in the
calm
eyes?
down.
No. I'll just explain. Look, I understand she may have stomped on your foot, but that's not something I think she would have done intentionally.
So she's holding you, and you could feel like her quaking a little bit, like because she's pretty angry. But then when you like say those words, it's you feel the same feeling you felt when Bran did something outside, and you feel her go like unnervingly still. Like you even like stop still too, and she like you feel her arms relax and your feet touch ground again, and she lets go of you and kind of like brushes your shoulders like to smooth out your cloak or whatever. And she resumes chewing, and she goes, "All right."
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. Can you point me in the right direction? See, I can't see, so I don't know where my friends went.
She like takes your head and like swivels you like a small child and points you in the direction, and then gives you a butt smack to move you forward.
Why does Stevie
careful
have
with that?
Why does Mr.
Crazy
have so
things
much
happen
game?
when this starts to happen. And I'll start walking that direction.
Okay, and she goes back and sits at the desk.
I'll catch up to Funfu. Funfu, what did you do?
Get in the car. Let's go.
We have a car? Where did you get a car?
I would also like to know where you got a car.
Maybe you guys hailed a taxi thing.
Yeah.
Funfu's
speeder.
paying for it.
All right, let's go.
All right, so you guys, we'll just say, yeah, fine. You guys hailed a taxi. You guys are headed to
I
the...
read off whatever the address is and then eat it.
He said burn that, not eat it.
And I'm just like, it's gone.
The amount of smacking in this episode alone. The driver like looks back and he's like, oh, that's where you want to go. That's okay. And he turns back and he's like, I'm not gonna judge. It's it's pretty hardcore, but all right. And he like engages the air speeder, and you guys start heading down that way, and you leave the glitzy side of
Oh, boy.
the political district and head kind of into. You're still above ground, but you head to a kind of more neon lighty,
CD.
yeah, CD.
Fun.
Steve's gonna stash his vibra knife in his boot.
Okay, I was wondering. I was like, where can he stash it? 'Cause-
Please don't do it.
In his
don't do me like this. Not like this.
Do it himself.
As you guys
wear it like a tail. Like,
ew. As you guys
Yikes.
head,
And you are kind of part furry, so that makes sense.
No.
as you guys head to the seedier part of town, you guys start to see the kind of situation you're going to. And there are a lot of high-end nightclubs. Some look, more for like dancing or more for like drinking. You see that you guys are heading more to a different kind of dance club.
Yes, space titties.
So I have a question. How do you get credits?
How do you,
Like, is it a swipe?
they're kind of like for the strip.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. You swipe. I told that was. I was like, I thought you meant paying for the taxi. I was like, why? Who cares? Like, oh, okay.
It's
I
Star
got
Wars.
it.
There's Venmo. It's fine.
And you guys start to realize that that's where you're heading, and we're gonna figure out what exactly happens in this seedy part of town next time.
Dun dun dun.
Read.